My sister Michelle is married and has 2 kids, and they are a low-income family. They don't really go on a lot of trips. That's not something that they can generally afford, but she and her husband decided to save up for a few years and take their kids on a Disney cruise. And they surprised the kids the night before like they do in the commercials. It was so adorable. Kids were ecstatic. So they went the next day to the airport and went up to airport security. And they got up to the checkpoint, and they were a family with kids, so they're like taking off jackets and untying shoes and taking forever. And security found water bottles in their carry-on, and they were totally unprepared because they hadn't done it in a while, and they forgot to check online to see what was going on with the regulations. So, long story short, they ended up having to go, they had too many red flags, so they had to go to a private investigation room, and they missed their flight, and they missed the cruise. And it was so sad. And those kids were so devastated, and they will never get that back. This is just one example of why everyone really should learn how to pack a suitcase and travel efficiently, so that everyone involved can have a more pleasurable experience, the travelers themselves and the other travelers that are around you. I recently did a survey on Facebook, and I got a 43% response that said their biggest pet peeve was actually other travelers who were holding up the line. So, that said, I happen to know that Fullerton College is going to be taking their study abroad program to Paris, France next spring. So, I don't know if you guys might be interested in that, but I thought, if you are considering, you may want to learn how to pack correctly so that you can take as much stuff as possible, or so that you have safe space, so you can bring back a bunch of souvenirs and that sort of thing. So, we're going to talk today about the AMP method for packing. Sharon Loudenberg, she's the president of LuggageOnline.com. In 2008, she said that the number one mistake travelers make is overpacking. So, we're going to learn how to not overpack, and we're going to do this all efficiently today with the AMP method. The AMP method stands for A for anticipate, M for minimize, and P for packing. So we're going to anticipate by using our online resources. We're going to minimize by using color coordination tools, and also eliminating things completely. And we are going to pack by using a few forms like packing bulkiest things on the bottom, filling all available space, and then either rolling or flat packing. So let's get started. We are going to anticipate, like I said, by using our online resources. So we're going to go here to, I've got up weather.com. This is a great way to anticipate what to bring on your trip. And whether you're going to go to, we can look up Paris, France, but I thought that was a little complicated. So we're going to do Walt Disney World, because who doesn't want to be at Disney World right now? I know, I want to be at Disney World right now. So one of the great tools is the 10-day forecast. If you're going on a trip for a week, you can look here at the 10-day forecast. You can see here we've got great weather coming up. Just a little bit of rain, but you want to probably wear comfortable clothes that's light and shorts, and you don't want to really bring heavy jackets and that sort of thing. So that's a great way to anticipate what to bring. Another way to anticipate is to plan ahead your activities. So you know exactly what you're going to do on your trip. So you're not bringing, maybe I might wear this. You never know. You are going to know what you're going to do ahead of time, so you don't bring too many things. So if you go here to the Walt Disney World website and you go to things to do, you can see they have things like this recreation section. You can see all the different things they have available. And I'm going to scroll down, and you can see here all the fun stuff. They've got swimming pools. You probably want to bring your swimsuit. Let's see here. I know they have horseback riding. Maybe you want to bring your riding boots. And they've got things like golfing. So maybe you want to bring your golf clubs, your golf shoes, and that sort of thing. So that's a great way to anticipate what you're going to bring. We also want to anticipate our experience at the airport. That's really important. So if you go to the TSA.gov website, that is a great resource for preparing for your experience at the airport. If you click here at this section for travelers, you can see here they've got all these great tips you can click on traveling with children. That would have been good for my sister to know. Also here, liquid rules. That's a really important one. People like to know what they can and can't bring on their carry-on. And you can also figure out, what's going to be the procedures and know what to wear on your travel day. I've chosen today to wear something very simple. They, look at me and maybe she doesn't need a pat down. You can kind of see my shape. Then I'm not, hiding anything in there. And I've got slip-on shoes. I've got flip-flops that are easy to take on and off. So it's a great way to plan ahead. So now we've done our anticipating. And next thing we want to do, we've anticipated, next step is to minimize. We're going to minimize by, one tool is to color coordinate. So you've got all these beautiful colors in your closet. They're awesome, really fun colors. But the more colors you bring, the more you want to bring to accessorize. Different colors match different colors with your accessories, different shoes, guys, your different hats with your different jerseys and that sort of thing. This is going to be better if you minimize your colors. If you pick a general color palette, like black is always a great way to go. Pick one pair of shoes to match all your outfits. You've minimized a ton of stuff you would have brought otherwise. So that's a great way to minimize. We also can minimize by choosing clothes we can rewear. These fast drying clothes, you can wear it one day, wash it at night, hang it up to dry, it's dry by the morning, you can wear it again. That is minimizing 1 to 2 pairs of pants you were going to bring. So that's a great way to save space as well. And another way to minimize is to just eliminate things completely that you can actually get when you get to your destination. Most hotels have hair blow dryers. Most hotels have toiletries. I personally can fill this whole bag and then some with my toiletries, but if I'm a smart traveler, I'm going to know that even if I'm staying with friends or family, I can borrow what they've got, or I can just pick it up for cheap at a little drugstore when you get there, when you get to your destination. So I can eliminate that completely. So we have anticipated what we're going to bring. We've minimized our total load. And now we want to pack. So a great way to pack is you want to start with your heaviest and bulkiest items on the bottom. So you're going to fill those grooves in your suitcase with your shoes and your makeup bag, and if you decide to insist on taking your hair blow dryer and that sort of thing. So I'm going to take my heaviest boots and I'm going to put them actually towards the bottom, towards the wheels, because that way the heaviest items are on the bottom when I stand it up and it's not going to topple over, and I'm not going to topple over it when I'm trying to walk around the airport. So that's going to be a good way to pack your bulkiest items. Next thing you want to do once you've packed your bulkiest items is you want to stuff and fill all the available space, all the holes, with your smaller items like your socks, your unmentionables, your swimsuit even. This is a great way to, stuff this around because you don't need it to be, it doesn't matter if it's wrinkled or not. So you can use that to stuff. And that is a great way to fill all your available space. And you want to create kind of a level playing field for the rest of your clothes. So we have packed our bulky items, we filled our available space, and now we want to lay our clothes flat or roll them. Rolling helps with wrinkles. It's a great way to keep your clothes from wrinkling. And it forms a nice way to organize your clothes. It looks all nice and neat, all rolled up like that. I personally like to lay my clothes flat. I feel like this actually creates less air pockets than the rolling method, and you can fit more items. So like if you're going to Paris, France, and you need to pack for a whole semester, you can fit more if you lay your clothes flat. So guys, today I've talked about the AMP method. We have anticipated what we're going to bring by using our online resources. We have minimized by color coordinating, rewearing our clothes, and eliminating anything we didn't actually need. And we have packed by putting our bulkiest items on the bottom, filling all the available holes and space in there, and then rolling our clothes on top of that or laying it flat. So next time you guys go on a trip, either to Walt Disney World or to Paris, France, I hope that you'll remember my sister and that you will plan ahead and use the AMP method for your packing purposes and have an enjoyable travel experience for yourself and for the other travelers too. Okay?